So it's already come to that point in the series where there's so much going on right now. We've discovered so much of the map. Obviously, the map is so huge that there's a lot of things that I'm not even noticing. So hopefully that engages you guys, because you guys are going to probably notice a lot more things than I will. I'm going to kind of focus on the major events. Hopefully you guys will also see some of the minor things that happen as well. So in the last video, we finally saw Carthage choose exactly where she was going to and who she was going to take her navy and attack, and it's actually going to be the weakened Maria of Portugal. So I think we might finally see someone finally lose a city. Again, you know, the AI is pretty stupid, and really the only thing that the only way AIs tend to take cities is they just throw a massive mob of units at their face. And Spain is trying to do it, but she doesn't necessarily have a mob up yet, and I think she's too confused. Portugal has done a very, very good job at defending her territory. For an AI, she's been flanking, she's been doing all these sorts of things, city bombardment, she has the range units within those, stationed within those cities, so it's been a pretty tough match for her throughout this. So I'm pretty surprised, and I think there's even a chance for Maria to still survive this. There's still a chance for Maria to survive this, and I'm glad that the Ottomans are just slapping back Arabian forces. Arabia, you're stupid, man. Don't do it. Send your massive army to go attack somebody else that's weaker. Why are you attacking the Ottomans? I like the Ottomans. I'm loving the way they're playing this game. Babylon's going to get their next city, and I think this one might be a mountain city finally. They might be going for that observatory now. Austria settled here just north of the Black Sea. They're going to have to get access through Greece, though, if they ever want to get towards the Mediterranean and access through the Mediterranean. I don't think there's any more city-states that have become allied to anybody. Just one, Arabia. Arabia's got one city-state ally, and it looks like Amsterdam's going to settle their fourth city as well. I think France, talking about underestimated... Oh, you know what, before I get into that, something that I've been talking about, and I don't know exactly what she's doing or what she's waiting for, but the Celts have a big opportunity of wiping out Elizabeth. Oh my gosh, but you know what? Looks like you've got a settler. England has a settler in London, and I'm not sure if you're going to rush up here towards Northern Ireland. I don't see any other location for you to really go to at this point. There's no way you're going to make it over to Russian lands. I seriously doubt you're going to go all the way over there. You know what's going to be really interesting? After all the AIs are done settling Russia, I think around probably the historical time period that imperialism of Africa happened, we're probably going to see that start to happen as well. I'm sure the AIs are going to start to discover, wait a second, Africa's got all this land down here. It's probably going to be around the 1800s. Obviously, we're very far from that point right now at 1440 BC, but I think it could happen. I think it's going to be tough. We'll see. Obviously, all the African civs are now just discovering how much territory they have down there. They're probably feeling pretty lucky right now. Oh, come on, Ottomans! I need you to survive those fights there. I do need you to survive those fights. Missionaries. So we got Babylonian missionaries trying to spread Confucianism. Wait a second. So Istanbul, the Ottomans actually have their own pantheon, but they don't have their own religion. I'm pretty sure we're done with religion. I think we've gotten our own 6. Egypt has added a Reformation belief. I know we have 1, 2, 3. Poland, Celts. That's 5. Wait a second. And then we have Spain with Hinduism. Okay, yeah, we have all 6 religions. So there's no more religions in this game. Actually, I don't know why I didn't notice that earlier. I didn't notice that was going to be the 6 religions. So we have a religion in Iberia, a religion in north of the British Isles, and then we have Poland, Eastern Europe, and then finally, to bring it all down, we've got 3 bad boys right here in the Middle East, completely in the Middle East right here. Thebes, Mecca, and Babylon are home of 3 very big religions. I mean, who would have thought? Who would have thought that? It's kind of weird. It's kind of freaking me out, the amount of kind of weirdly historical accuracies, somewhat historical. I mean, we're really looking into it, but it's interesting to see the sort of accuracies that this game and the real world are kind of playing into us. There you go, Spain. Don't put your guys in range. You can't put your guys in range. I think Portugal's going to be able to survive this. And it's hard not to root for them right now. It's really hard not to root for these guys because, damn, this is kind of amazing, the fact that they're doing this. They're going to be able to survive an attack from Carthage, Spain, and France. France isn't attacking, but still, I mean, that's amazing. I'm really surprised at that. And wow, this city-state is actually sending more troops than Arabia themselves. That's sad, Arabia. That's really, really sad. Once again, oh, you know, Ramses kind of did gang a little bit further up in points at 330. Yeah, that happened. That stuff's gonna happen. I mean, yeah, that's gonna happen. That sucks. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Ramses up towards the top. But then again, Ramses is gonna have some difficulty winning this game as well. Ramses is gonna have some major difficulties winning this game. Also, does Greece still have one of the biggest armies in the world? I think they do. It does look like Greece still has something. The problem is they don't know where to go with all this army. They could attack Rome. Rome would be good. Rome doesn't have... Well, Rome does have quite a lot. But I don't think Rome wants to use it against Venice. And Venice still has yet to use this Merchant of Venice. You've got a city-state. One tile to your west. I don't know. There we go. Belgrade and Rome are now allies. Where's Belgrade at? Here it is. Okay. Who is that? What is that going to provide? It's a militaristic city-state. Okay, Rome could use that. And Nebuchadnezzar entered the medieval era. Okay, uh-oh. Okay, I see. Dido entered the medieval era. Okay, not bad. And I don't think, yeah, you know what? I think Portugal's going to survive this. Yep, that's what's going to happen. That's going to be amazing. Good for you, Portugal. I mean, who else can really attack them now? It could be Morocco, but Morocco doesn't have much. I mean, Morocco's not going to make an impact. I mean, Portugal's already, fighting. Everyone that pretty much could have a really major impact on this. Boom! Oh my gosh. Yes. Portugal survived. Portugal, you're an awesome civ. You survived that. Wow. I think you're gonna be fine. Make sure you put that. Yeah, you just bought an archer, or I don't know if you bought it or you just built it, but you just got another archer in Braga. So you've got 2 archers, and then obviously the city bombardment. You're gonna be fine. They don't. Wow. I cannot believe that. That's so surprising. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy for Maria. She didn't deserve to die. And look, yes, England is going to settle Northern Ireland. You goofed, Celts. You had an opportunity to go for it. And then that's not how the AI tends to go, though. That really isn't how the AI tends to play this game. They tend to kind of just wait until they have like no more units to even put within their own borders, and they're like, oh, wait a second, I'm gonna need to go to war to get rid of some of these units. And that's just how the AI functions, I figured. But that's okay. I mean, we're gonna see some massive navies. We will, some navies and some military land units. I'm gonna have to probably turn on I'm probably gonna have to disable the animations pretty soon here. Because it's going to get pretty. I mean, it's once again, it's turned 67. It's going to get pretty crazy, pretty insane. I'll wait till the end of this video, and then I'm going to go ahead and disable it because even though the wars actually have started to stop, there's too much movement going on. I'll keep moving on so we can all see where units are going and everything like that. But I'm not going to do the combat stuff just for now. It's only turned 67. This is insane. If we ever want to get to the end of this, we're going to have to do something about the turn times. Although I'm really enjoying to see like just all of this is happening. It's pretty insane. Yep. So you're going to settle. Oh, wait a second. I thought the Celts were actually going to block this spot here. I thought it was going to block those deers. That would have been a pretty smart move on her part. That'd been a pretty smart move if the Celts kind of sat that scout there, but I don't think that was. Oh, and bam, France just made peace with Portugal. Portugal survived. You have survived. I feel like that Robert Downey Jr. gif of Tropic Thunder, where he's like, survive. Yeah, that's what I feel like right now. I'm so surprised. That's good. Prague and Venice have now become allies. Hey, you got that great merchant in Venice. You should probably go send that over someplace, maybe to your new friend. And now all the city-states are now beginning to like... Oh, you know what? I didn't even realize that Greece got Krakatoa. Obviously, Krakatoa is not supposed to be there. Actually, but there is a wonder there. I mean, it's not technically, I think, in this game, but there is, I believe it's a volcano. I'm sorry. I know I've talked to you guys about this before. My physical geography is terrible. But I believe there is definitely, I think, a volcano just off of this land formation in between these two land masses. I know, I looked it up. I know there is. It's not Krakatoa, though. I will say it's not Krakatoa. But this is providing a lot of science, a lot of science towards Athens. No wonder Greece is actually doing surprisingly so well. And it looks like, a lot of the expansion from the civs have kind of stopped finally. We're not seeing as much expansion. I mean, it's kind of nearing that point. Well, Cologne, Germany's still expanding, even though Germany still only owns 2 cities within mainland Europe, which is interesting. Fucking Russia only has 3 cities. Poland doesn't look like they're going to expand any further, and the Ottomans, I think, are too focused in on this war. The Ottomans have a lot of military units. I don't think they're worried. I don't think they're worried at all about Arabia and their city-state friend. Oh, Egypt's going to settle another city. Oh, and they're going to go for this wheat. Or they might settle kind of northern Nile here. Right here on the north part of the Nile, they could go for those whales. Oh, now, and a little bit too late, Carthage. You don't have as many of your buddies helping you out now. And you know what? It looks like Portugal might have even peaced out for maybe giving them nothing. Actually, you know what? More than likely, Portugal gave up something. Maybe some gold, maybe some luxuries, but we didn't see any sort of cities get lost. So that's surprising. And Denmark has actually made a pretty crazy comeback. Pretty crazy, insane comeback here in Scandinavia. You now have 4 cities. You now have beaten Sweden. Well, Sweden's going towards the east and going to probably settle a good location over this way, but pretty amazing that Denmark has been doing that well. Morocco's got their next settler. Look at that. Look at that. Fez has just fallen to Islam. An Egyptian missionary all the way over this way, spreading Islam. How much pressure, how much religious pressure is being provided here? We've got, more pressure to Islam than Buddhism. Wow. That is just going to be an unstoppable religion with the amount of faith, especially when Egypt gets up there, 4th city in the desert as well. Oh, another golden age. Awesome. It's like instinctual, though, like for me to see that notification pop up and get happy. Like, oh, awesome. Like for a second I was like, yeah, this is great. I just got a golden age. I forget. I'm not playing the game, Drew. I forgot I'm not playing this game. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, you know what? Isabella might push back France. France was kind of had a pretty big dick move right there, settling right there. It's a pretty massive dick move. Austria has got 3 cities. Graz hasn't moved up anymore. Hasn't decided to move. Poland is getting up their 7th city. They're catching up. They are catching up. I think I've made some pretty good predictions so far. Poland does seem to be a powerhouse. Definitely, certainly seems to be a powerhouse. And there's still a few wars. There's still 2 wars going on so far in this game. 2 wars still going on. Can you imagine when the world wars break out? How insane that's going to be? That's going to be crazy. The world wars breaking out is going to be kind of just too insane to watch. Because right now we only have two wars breaking out. There's Arabia. Actually, wait a second. There's Greece and Arabia versus the Ottomans, and then there's Carthage versus Portugal. That's still very, very light for the game. And you know what's weird is this has actually been kind of a very early, like, I don't know, the wars that have been declared very early. Usually you don't see these AIs declare so early on. The AIs have really declared war very, very fast and very, very early. I wasn't expecting that sort of thing. That is really surprising to me. I was not expecting that at all. And Greece, I do still believe. Let me wait till after this break, but I'm going to check a couple things in Info Addicts to see exactly who's got what. I think Greece still remains to be the most powerful, most powerful military in the world. Yep, 80,000. Greece has 80,000. Rome has 60,000. Oh, Rome is actually getting up a pretty big. Maybe it is to kind of defend against the Greeks of the east. Maybe they're kind of worried about that. Carthage is doing good. The Celts are doing good. Arabia, the Ottomans, Russia, Spain. Russia, surprising at actually 7th place. I know it says 8, but they're actually 7th place. That's shocking because they only have 3 damn cities. So maybe they will be able to defend their territory a little bit better than we thought. Egypt's kind of got up a bigger navy. Denmark still, even though they have 4 cities now, pretty light in their military spot. So does Germany. Wow. Just mid-Europe is so weak right now. So weak. You got France, Austria, the Netherlands, and Germany. This is what I'm saying. All you need is one big powerhouse and someone, you know what would be good? Someone like Poland. Turning their sights to the west and just start rolling over all of these weak-ass civs. Rolling over Austria, rolling over Germany, the Netherlands, and France. We could see that. Honestly, we could see that. Rome, I don't think, is going to escape the Italian peninsula. They do not want to go to war with Venice, and I kind of understand that. Yup, boom. Look at this. Venice is actually going to grab, I think, 2 city-states. 2, because this great merchant, Niccolo Polo, is actually moving, and this guy's definitely going to take Ragusa. Ragusa is definitely going to fall. Ragusa, what were you allied to anybody? You were not allied to anybody, so I don't think anyone's going to get too pissed off. Oh my gosh, Venice actually might have 3 cities now. You might not look so weak. Carthage did settle their 4th city. I don't know if we talked about that. Gades, grabbing some furs and some extra iron. Quite a lot of iron, actually. Yeah, a lot of iron. If someone else declares war, though, we're gonna have a pretty crazy. If the Celts do declare war on Elizabeth, we're gonna have a massive kind of triangle war here. We've got a battle going on in the Arabian Peninsula. We've got battles going on in Ottoman territory. Spain has enhanced Hinduism, so everyone's enhancing their religion. No one else is doing anything else. Greece has another settler, but they don't have any places to go. You have 4 cities, but you've got no places to go. And what is this spearman doing of Rome? Are you thinking about going and attacking Greece? We could be seeing that. That could definitely happen. We could see, oh, Venice, are you going to take that city? Come on, do it, please. Please, Venice, take Ragusa. Come on, baby. I'm rooting for you. And get that great merchant and go take Belgrade. Kind of make a line throughout, yep, they did. They just took it. I just saw it on the minimap. Bam. Wow, so that opens up Venice to a lot more different things. Well, first of all, actually, you know what? This is actually really bad for Venice because you know what? Greece was in a very interesting spot because they couldn't attack the city-states. I'm sure as an AI, it's like, okay, I've got nowhere to go. I've got the biggest military in the world. Let's go attack a city-state. But obviously, Alexander would never do that. This is going to be very, very bad for Venice. I think now we are going to see Alexander come and attack Ragusa. More likely taking that city, and that's going to open up all of mainland Europe for Greece. That could be, surprisingly, because we're not talking about it, it could be Greece that breaks open Europe. It could be Greece. I know that we discussed Poland. There aren't that many more options. Portugal's probably done with settling, so I don't think Portugal's going to get much more powerful. Spain isn't. We could see Greece break open Europe. Poland, maybe Carthage. It depends. It really depends. If France settles a coastal city here and then Carthage comes and takes it, then yeah, that would give them a landing in mainland Europe. Or, of course, we can't forget, boom, yeah, Hastings has been settled, so it looks like Elizabeth is going to have complete control over Ireland. And you know what? If they do survive, if the Celts decide to keep Elizabeth around, then our prediction is going to be true, that Elizabeth is going to have a massive, massive navy. Every single city that she's settled has been coastal. She'll be able to get up a lot of ship of the lines, but you know what's crucial? She does not have any iron. Whoa. I didn't even think about that. She has 0 iron, and she's got no possibility of getting any of that iron because I don't think there's anything close by, unless she maybe allies a city-state or something. That could definitely be a thing. But anyways, guys, wow. The storylines are just becoming very in-depth now, and we're only on turn 71. So, man, I don't even know what to predict. Anyways, guys, I'm going to have to stop right there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.